What's going on, Reddit peeps? It's time for a Shiva short take. I've been working on this for a little bit because I wanted to sneak in some test server info. So let's jump into Ammit and then we'll see what the anti-Ammit will be. This is the pilot, my land. I just maxed her out today, actually. So this is an older video, but you can see here that you'll see how strong she is. So new Yandi, this thing is just a beast, a tank with the absorber shield. This is kind of like the new thing, this defensive absorber. Of course, I MK3'd it. And I guess it can decrease the percentage of gray by 75%. It takes on Titans, so it's pretty legit. The weapons, Royal Hippos. I'm not sure what the hippo stands for. It's kind of a funky name, but it's a one-shot. I kind of like it, actually. You can kind of just float around and whack at people. So 42,000 damage for a shot. So it's kind of intense. The drone's kind of low key. You don't really need it. It just helps with the anti-slowdown. Essentially, it's like prevents you from and gives a slowdown effect to other people that slow you down. So don't push for this. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But you can see the scales. Kind of cool. I'm gonna try out different ones eventually, but let's try the scales out. First out, let's see. The non-royal Ammit, the numbers are kind of sort of obviously similar. I didn't MK3 this, but it's got some damage for sure, and you can see the non-MK3 version basically by looking at these stats. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, I like the design of the Royal, so I actually would highly recommend just getting that if you're into looks. I am. The one shot, definitely with this pilot, the cooldown itself is diminished, so you can use it's basically the pilot's made for these weapons, and I love them. So until they're nerfed, I would say the pilot and the weapons go hand in hand. This is, I think, achieving the ultimate goal of lack of customization. So basically it is like a Lego. Essentially you build it once and you set it and you forget it. So the taunt effect you can see there too, kind of like if you're in somebody's target or if they're around you, they'll get the taunt effect from the built-in weapon. You can't really fire it, I guess. And this is normal too. You see these like just kills rack up like crazy. Alright, clearly the matchmaking didn't work out in this circumstance because we're completely dominating. So the unfortunate thing about these weapons is if you accidentally fire it off, you just like charge up shields like crazy. But, don't keep your finger off the trigger basically. I don't think that Ammit sees me. No, he doesn't. It can be pretty quick around the corners and pretty decent to hunt folks down if you focus on speed. Here I just focused on basically weapon damage and essentially health. It's a freaking tank. I've seen some builds that are like almost just shy of 1 million, so almost took that guy out. I freaking hate the swords. Boom. What? Another thing to note that this Scarab drone that's with the Teth has no impact, it seems, which obviously makes sense on this guy's absorber shield strength. Also, interestingly, we'll see it on test serve later that I was hinting at. The Scarab doesn't either seem to be working properly with the Revenant that's on test server this past weekend. Who the hell knows? So yeah, you've got the scales is kind of, you can use it on any robot because of this stupid slowdown effect from the weapons. You can see the purple all over the freaking battlefield all the time now from the neon whatever those things are. If I can take this Princip out, I'm a beast. I'll have to say, this thing is legit. Come on, Princip, die. Damn, beast mode is activated. So I like this like slow moving. It kind of reminds me of a Fenrir with like an absorber shield, the pace it runs, the tankiness. RIP Fenrir, and like it's kind of sucky in that sense, but we don't have him anymore. Well, we have him, but he's like not who he used to be. So I would say this is like Fenrir 2.0. The other sucky thing is it's not like a Hastis or the Princep, in that the shield effect is like 360. You obviously need the shield up. So in that sense, the Hastis, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about, and the Princeps are, you know, effectively better for like a 360 brawling situation. Okay, so Aojun with the Leodati, a good freaking lord. It is fun as hell. I played this bot when I thought that the Apopop would give the shielding upon landing, but it doesn't. So it is. I need a better drone basically, but this is a powerful setup. I would say if you can build it in the Leodaris in Workshop, focus on it. I mean, cram for it. They're pretty freaking strong, and they one-shot the shit out of Tets. If I could just get this goddamn Tet to die. Okay, fine, maybe not. So Aojun for the win. Screw you, Tet. I think Aojun's coming back. Hardcore. Alright. So let us jump in with our lovely Ammit Royal. I think this isn't really I mean, I think the Kaji is more of a meta-changing disaster, quite frankly, than the Ammit. I think the Ammit is just like a gentle nudge for the folks that like tanks, which is welcome kind of change. It's like semi-balanced. Like the Kaji, the Teth, those are, in my opinion, still kind of OP. Like the rebalance that'll come in, I think it was just announced, right? Like 11.8. That will be very interesting to see how Kaji and the and the Teth shake out. Come on, dude. Seriously, are you gonna truly not self-destruct? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna come for you. Come for you, Shiva. Coming for you. Come on. Come on. I respect that, actually. It's legit. I would have self-destructed, but I respect that. Props. Nuos, still legit. They still work. Sword, still be scared shitless of them, even when you're an Ammit. Like, they can take you out easily, and I think there's still that weird, like, shield amplification bug, so if you got a shield that, like, double counts you. Anti-Ammit. So, absolutely, the Rex is an anti-Ammit. The acid just eats it through. Can't do anything about it. Acid is acid, I guess. And of course, reflector shields are definitely not great with the hippos and the one-shot style weapons. So, but they work. So, what is the net for Ammit? Not meta shifting, but an additive into the tank catalog for the meta light, in my opinion. I don't see many of these around, and I don't see folks liking them. The Rex is obviously faster and more acidic. So let's jump into this next vid to just kind of showcase the anti-acid theme that we were talking about. But more importantly, the placement of the Ammit in gameplay. So I don't drop him. I've learned to not drop him early. I think he is actually a better bot to drop mid-game, in my opinion, because that tankiness can actually accelerate your Titan charge if you look at the top left, and that's with the weapons probably too, likely. And quite frankly, I think it's a bot that can carry you into dropping your Titan if you so choose to drop your Titan. So I say mid game is the best, because you can also brawl against other Titans that are being dropped in, and I think that's important to have that kind of flexibility, the utility between a Titan killing bot, which there are very few now outside of the sword, and maybe your occasional Aoshin glitch, and this bot. Would I place this bot in like forever ever? No, I don't think so. I actually think the weapons are what make this what makes this bot unique, and I will drop a video about my experience with Imuji next. So Imuji, in my opinion, is a comeback, and it's because the weapons with the weapon pilot, the pilot that the crazy looking lady, she amplifies the damage, and I personally think the Imuji just like absolutely cleans house. You have to be tactical and strategic about it, and obviously you've got only 350 meters to play, but just not a lot of bots have the ability to see you in stealth, so that just makes this combination killer. So I actually would prefer this weapon and bot combination to the Ammit in real life. So what does that mean for many of us? Well, I think pretty much everybody's got an Imuji now. Didn't they give it like essentially free in one of the events? So your only acquisition, I guess, at this point would be really to just get the weapons, because the weapons are freaking like so overpowered. Like I sometimes can get 5 or 6 in a row with a weak ass Imuji, and I would say weak ass with like tongue in cheek. 384,000 health is not chump change, but yeah, like it rocks, and I built this up so that it has a few cool pilot skills. I just need to navigate this intelligently so I don't die, but I think recharge and fire. Oh shit. So that's also what sucks. If you don't one shot, you get toasted. Okay, so back to Ammit. Yes, but the cost of actually building an Ammit is expensive because of so many damn weapons. So that's why I think the Imuji is kind of like a completely different style bot, but you can, if you get a couple of the weapons, just slap it on your Imuji for sure. The sonic weapons pound the shit out of, oops, can I say shit? Okay, whatever, they pound the shit out of the Ammit too, so just be aware of that, because I'm going to tie this together, which is why I waited to do this video for so long, with test server this weekend. You can definitely, with the new Revenant heavy and light sonics, give the Ammit a run for the money. Also note the fact that if you shoot over the shield, you can actually kill it, so the shield is technically correct from a placement perspective. Yes, thank you, guy, for killing me, you freaking jerk. But again, to reinforce the fact that it is not indestructible, do not back off of Ammits. There are counterpoints to taking them out, and I think the Teths with Sonic, and frankly, even the Teths, I mean the acid too, the acid from the Rexes, those all make for pretty lethal anti-Ammit combinations. So hopefully that'll help you guys as you map this out. Okay, now let's wrap over to test server. Now, in my frank opinion, the new robot is crazy, and the Revenant is actually balanced, which is confusing for me because I thought it would be reversed. Now, obviously, it's test server, so disclaimer, everything can be changed. But like the sonic weapons, holy shit, they should be a lot stronger. How is this bro still alive? How is he alive? I don't get it. So, the Sonics, I think even Adrian noted it last week that too, they are a little soft, so maybe they'll get like a bump before they are released. I will likely chase this Revenant, mainly because I tend to chase the ultimates that have 2 or 3 weapons, because they're just cheaper than like 4 or 5 weapons. So Sonics are definitely mixed bag. They could use a buff, but who knows. Revenant. So I used obviously the Revenant pilot that came with this, that's paired with this, and I mean I think with the right build, and this is again with the Hiroki drone. So this drone seems to jive well. I'm gonna try now the Scarab one, because of course this one should pop up the side shields. I'm a big user of the side shields, but let us see how they shake out. Now that I'm taunted, let's see if this is a good anti-helmet build. I think it should be, but with 2 Ammits, can I survive? Yeah, I can survive. Alright, let's start with another Revenant with another scan. Alright, punks. Bitch ass punks. Let's go back again. Alright. Back to the punks. So, punk it again, but I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm not. There's any. Okay, so clearly this drone does not work well, and the shield is messed up. Alright, let's hop into the Anaxar. So the graphics on this and the weapon, like, it just looks sick. This is like sick as hell. The fact that it's stealthy, super alien-y looking, like, it's so sick. I just think the graphics team did an amazing job with this. The design team did an amazing job with this. So stoked about this, but also petrified mildly because even though it's weak, it's freaking psychotic. So take them out, like this guy here, kind of set up and not the sword. Let's go. I don't even know what weapon it is here. I think it's something's changed. I'm not gonna struggle for this reason. But yeah, man, look at the design and graphics for this thing. It's nuts. It is a Titan Slayer. I'm excited about this pod. I don't know if they're gonna do special edition or not, but I would say very creative, very cool looking. This looks like a meta shifter for freaking sure. So Revenant, not so much. I think it's fine, but I really do think the new bot will be meta shifter, which is always fun because that just makes this game more complicated with the points, counterpoints. So I actually don't care about. Where'd he go? I don't care about meta shifting. It actually keeps the game fun for me, but then again, I have to spend on this game to stay ahead of it, so not ideal. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Obviously the short take was on multiple things. So yes, we have the Ammit, we have the Revenant, we have the Ammit, we have drones, we have this, we have that. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. New stuff to come, new stuff that's there. And my frank opinion is that stuff still works because the Imuji things. So don't give up on the old stuff. There's always a way to break out something cool.